Hi everyone. So today we're going to be doing more, solving more log equations and exponential equations. You're going to need a sheet of either scratch paper or the worksheet printout from our last lesson. You can use a calculator if you would like, and let's get started. So we're going to try number 17, which is log base 4 of 3x equals 3. So we haven't tried one of these before where you only have a log on one side of the equation. So if you have a variable on the side of the equation with the logarithm, it cannot be solved in log form. So what we're going to need to do to solve it is change it into exponential form. So if we change this math problem that's in log form into exponential form, we get 4 to the third power equals 3x, and then we solve this like an algebra 1 problem. So 4 to the third power is 64, and now let's bring that 3 to the other side of the equation by dividing by 3, and we get 21 and 1/3. So that is the value of x. So now you should be able to, on the worksheet from our last lesson, you should be able to do up through number 22. There is one hint on number 21, and the hint is, what is the base if you don't see a base written in the problem? And the answer is, it's a base of 10. So you can either pause the video and try to do problems 17 through 22, or you can finish the video and then go back and solve these problems. So now we're going to try one more problem. This is problem number 23 on your worksheet. Log base 10 of x equals log base 10 of 2x minus 3. So remember, if your logarithm is base 10, you don't need to write the 10 in. So if you think about the basics of what an equation is, you want all the terms on the left-hand side to equal the terms on the right-hand side. So they both have a log, but they don't equal each other yet until we find the value of x. So remember, the golden rule in math is whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other side. So here's what you are allowed to do. You are allowed to cancel out the log on both sides because you're following that golden rule of math class. So we're going to cancel the logs out on both sides, and then what you are left with is x equals 2x minus 3. And if you bring that 2x to the left-hand side and then divide out the -1, you get that x is a value of 3. And if we just think about the basics of this, what does it all mean? If you were to go back and substitute in that value of x that we just found, it's saying that the log of 3, when we substitute it on the left-hand side, and on the other side, when we substitute the 3 in, this is equal to the log of 2 times 3 minus 3. Well, 2 times 3 is 6, and when I minus 3, I get 3. So you can see here that the log of 3 is equal to the log of 3. So that's how you can tell that your math problem works. So you should, at this point, be able to try number 24 right now by either pausing the video, or you can continue with the video and then try all the problems at the very end. So now I want you to practice what we've just learned. You have a couple options. If you haven't stopped the video and completed problems up through number 24, now is when I would want you to do those practice problems to make sure that you have learned everything you needed to in this lesson. Remember, if you need any help whatsoever, shoot me a quick email and I will send you an email back with a Zoom time and conference so that you and I can meet one-on-one and I can tutor you in whatever you need. Once you have finished all 24 problems, I want you to upload those problems into Canvas assignments. And then once you do that, I will give you your classwork points for completing this in marking period 4. Tomorrow, I'm going to want you to practice this skill as well. Canvas has an option for quizzes, which is where Canvas will grade it for you, and then you can see your score. This is not a quiz, but that's just where Canvas puts things that they will grade for you. So click the quizzes on the left-hand side of my Canvas page, and it will say Lesson 5. On Thursday, we're going to have our next lesson, which is going to be on condensing logarithms. That's another strategy to solve log equations. And then Friday, you will practice that skill. And then every single Friday, or whatever day is the last day of the week, you're going to have your weekly quiz to show me that you learned what you needed to learn. So remember, we are now in quarter 4 and points are counting in quarter 4. So please make sure that you are viewing the videos and then completing any practice, whether it be in the assignments tab or the quizzes tab. So make sure you're checking Canvas every day. Make sure you're checking the daily agenda, which will tell you what I want you to work on each and every day. And sometimes, remember, I do send out announcements if there's any changes, or if things for whatever reason are not uploading, they would be in the announcements. Even though I want you to do a specific assignment on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, I know that we all have lives. I'm sure some of you are still working right now, if you're working in a market or in a Wawa or in a place that sells food. So I understand that some days you are not going to be able to do your work for that day, and I totally get that. So I have put on for every single assignment that you can turn it in through Sunday at midnight. So I will be updating Power School every Monday with whatever you completed for that week, and it won't count as late. If you have any questions, please feel free to shoot me an email. If you need a tutoring session, I'll be happy to meet up with you on Zoom. Or if you just have a quick question, feel free to email me those and I will get back to you within 24 hours. Hope everyone is doing well. I miss all of you. Feel free to shoot me a quick email and let me know what you're up to and how you're doing. All right, bye all.